the Infosys Prize for Social Sciences. It is my pleasure to introduce the winner of a Bharat Ratna, the Senator Giovanni Agnelli International Prize in Ethics, the Alan Sean Feinstein World Hunger Award, in 1998, the Nobel Prize in Economics. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lamont University Professor and Professor of Economics and Philosophy at Harvard, Dr. Amartya Sen, Jury Chair for Social Sciences.
This is a very inspiring occasion, and it's wonderful that I'm following immediately the very wonderful statement made by Professor Trivedi, celebrating the innovative work that's going on in India. I think it's also extremely important to see the role of recognition of that work. This is where I think the Infosys Foundation is really deserves all of our appreciation in making the quality of work that's being done here possible to inspire others to do that. And I take this opportunity of mentioning that. Innovations affect everybody's life. Unlike Dr. Chitnesh, who got the Life Sciences Prize, I was not introduced to the malaria parasite by Professor Miller. I was introduced to it by a mosquito at the age of 12. I was introduced to cancer at the age of 18. And I had reason to think about my career since I was being treated by radiation. By the time I was 20, of course, I was convinced that I ought to settle down to a normal life. But I was also full of appreciation how our lives depend on each other. And innovations in the social sciences are not quite as easily dramatic as those are in the physical sciences or the medical sciences and the other harder sciences, quote unquote. But they do make a tremendous difference also. The social sciences, however, are of various kinds, and we have been dealing with two subjects at a time in order to have an adequately broad coverage. So last year we did economics and history. This year we are doing sociology and anthropology. As it turned out, it was sociology and social anthropology that the winners represented. And it's my first task, I'll come to the second winner later, to congratulate Amita Baviskar, Professor Amita Baviskar from the University, for winning the prize in sociology. And I read the citation here: in recognition of our contributions as an outstanding analyst of social and environmental movement in modern India. Her work has been totally outstanding. Her choice was very happily for me as the jury chair, absolutely unanimous. The committee, I should mention them, consisted of a group of very distinguished anthropologists and sociologists, Andre Vetei, Arjun Appadurai, Nuri Alman, Alaka Basu, and Dipankar Gupta. And we arrived at this decision without any great strain, even though we've considered a large number of candidates for that position. I think we have all been restricted by time, so I shouldn't say very much more than reading the citation, but I think I ought to mention two really quite remarkable aspects of Amita's work, in addition to many other things that you will find in her work. She is a truly outstanding intellectual. I think one of the work which I found very striking is her analysis of how ideologies and perceptions of interest develop through the medium of group activities for collective action, and how once these ideologies and interest perceptions, group interest perceptions are formed, how they in turn affect collective action. Is that dual connection that comes out very strikingly. And using that very innovatively, she also shows why, because of this formative feature, sometimes there are unintended effects of what is being planned. A government may plan to help a disadvantaged group in a certain way, but it may turn out that it doesn't work that way at all. Now, since the founder of economics Adam Smith discussed unintended consequences being among the most important thing for social scientists to study. It also pleases my heart as a crypto-Smithian to recognize how wonderfully alive Amita Baviskar has made the subject to be. So I very much congratulate Amita Baviskar.
When it comes to recognizing research that advances the frontiers of human knowledge and understanding, the social sciences are often just ignored. There's, after all, as you know, no Nobel Prize for either sociology or history or anthropology. So I would like to begin by saluting the Infosys Foundation for shining a spotlight on our efforts to better understand and address the immense social, economic, and political challenges that confront us today. I thank the foundation, the distinguished trustees, the jury, as well as the nominators for reposing their confidence in my work now and in the future. The research that I do is inspired by the efforts of countless courageous Indians, among them the poorest Adivasis as well as city slum dwellers, who've turned their everyday adversities into extraordinary stories of social change. So for sharing with me their spirited struggles and their hopes of a better world, I would like to thank them too on this occasion. And my personal journey in research and also in life would not be either fulfilling or fun without my family and friends. So thank you all for your support and your love. And I count on you to help me through the years ahead. Thank you.